trade with no daily bias. We're looking at 1, 2, 3 strategy. Okay, now to make this simple and straight to the point, we want to see this nice push to the upside. Okay, the first push to the upside, it's your first leg. As you know, we work with 2 legs in the market. Now we have to see this nice push to the upside. Okay, the first push is your leg, so that will be 1. Now that first high, which is number 1, okay, would be your liquidity grab. Okay, like that. So the market usually comes to a nice push, okay, which is a nice push of that trend, and then it have to come to retest. Okay, now if you can see over here, I have an X and this is a B. Now this X means that do not think that the market will come all the way down. Reason is we are open for buys of buys on this leg. So the market will not just come all the way down like that, come to the order block, whatever you want to call it, but it will come and retest the beam, which is your buys of buys. Okay, so you just want to see your nice leg to the upside, a retest to the leg. Okay, so normally here we would have our nice consecutive candles over here, and then that will be our nice box. Okay, that would be number 2. So when we're coming down there, that is us breathing to the downside. The market has to breathe. Okay, if you keep that in mind, that the market always have to breathe, you will not panic if you were thinking that the market will still continue down, creating an M. But no, the market is going to push to the upside. For instance, on New York session, push to the upside, okay, calm down, pre-New York open, and come to that level of B. All right, do not look at this level. Do not panic thinking that the market will push down. Just know that if we are looking at an uptrend, for us to get that first high, first low, our low would retest on that B, which would be your nice 3 candles. Okay, and then we'll push to the upside. Now when we're pushing to the upside, that's what we call an old low on this level, which is your first high that was printed by London session, right? So it would be our number 1 right here. Okay, that would be our liquidity grab or an old high. Okay, now that's the next push, the third push. Okay, now the trick is here. You can enter on the second push of the trend, or you can wait for the next push and that. So that would be your entry. That would be your entry right here. Reason is, every time a market creates a new leg, there is orders that is sitting over there. So the market will normally come there and push to the upside to close the orders. So you want to be waiting for that retest. You really want to be waiting for that breathing of the market to come to that leg to push to the upside. You don't just want to enter the market because you know it's going to come down, and then you will enter the price on premium. Okay, the first leg would consist of the first push, which is the order block, and then that is not your interest now. We're looking at an uptrend. So your first reaction would be after actually the first leg is created. As soon as you see a nice push to the upside, and then that nice old high, you would wait for a nice push to the downside, and then the market will come to the B. So the leg is always open for retest, okay? And then that could look something like that, and then that would be number two. Your number two would be your entry, or if you miss the entry, don't worry, because there is this high. This high is your entry actually for the push to the upside. And then we'll have a push, very nice. While we were pushing to the upside to take out this level, we left orders there. And then we know that same thing. We will wait there in the middle for those nice candles, and then we come to the downside to retest. We are retesting that level. When we had a push, we took out that all high, which is liquidity grab, liquidity swap. And then from there, with the same move, we will come and enter again. So what I do is, I know that on an all high, I don't look at sells. I'm already waiting for buys because I know the order sitting there, there's liquidity there that's going to be grabbed, then we'll push to the downside. So what you can always do is you can always mark this level, number one, as actually your entry, which is a trick to it, because they're going to come take it out. Same, you can use a line over there like that. They will come like that, and they normally retest. Now let's look on the market real quick, okay? Let's look on the market real quick. So, okay. So we have a push, a nice push today to the upside. It's clear as day. So we can see this is an uptrend, right? We're pushing to the upside. Whilst the market was pushing to the upside, it's leaving orders on orders on orders, because as you know, the market has to balance. So this is where we get excited, because we know, oh my God, if this is what they left behind, that means they're going to come back there, right? So what you want to see is, number one, do not look at the order block. You want to see a retest from that, right? So we're going to maybe use that level as number one, right? So leg, retest, push back to the leg. You want them to come and push back to the leg, come down and leave like that. That's all we want to see, okay? So let's play this a little bit. To see, okay? So we want to see something like this, and we want to see them coming here, okay? This is all you're playing with. You don't need a lot going on in your chat. You don't need to write liquidity grabs and stuff like that. You just know what you're looking for, okay? So that you don't get distracted, okay? So if we can say, this is number one. The X is right here, which is that. You don't need that, because the market is not going to go down all the way there when these orders open here. And then we can say we are looking for number two. Okay. Let us fasten this a little bit, just near on tree, okay? So we want to see that nice. We want them to come and grab the liquidity for us there. Okay. You see, we're waiting, we're not panicking, but they need to grab the liquidity, okay? The liquidity is number two, guys. Please don't forget that. Very nice. Perfect. Now, if you can see, they just grab that liquidity over here, okay? Now, there's no hesitation. Liquidity has been grabbed, number two. What you're waiting for is, if you're scared to enter there, because I always enter when candles are pushing down. This comes with experience, which is fine. But when you're starting off, you can wait for them to come retest over there. okay? And then we want them to push to the upside, okay? They can come a bit down, it does not matter. But what you need to know is we're going long. We're not going short, we are going long. As soon as the liquidity has been grabbed, okay, stop low, and we can see if we can get a nice 2% on the trade, and then we'll see how the trade goes. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's how far it can take me. Okay, so if you were a scalper, that would be 5%, but me, I swing trade, so that would be 2% for me. A little over 2%, yeah, but the scalper is 5%. So as you can see, you guys, is that all you need to do is to just wait for the market. The market will always tell you what to do. The market will always tell you what you need to do. You don't have to panic, okay? The first leg will leave number one, which is for our retest. When they push down, if you're not confident, wait for them to push down. When they push down, they'll be coming to your number one, okay? Now you wait over there. If you're not confident to enter, wait for them to take out the liquidity, okay? Liquidity is right over there, okay? Then they will do something like that. As soon as they do that, if you're still not confident to enter, you can still wait for them to retest, because there is an order. If they left you, they left you. There will always be another trade. But this is perfect for those who don't want to wait for the daily bias. You want to go to your 1 hour, straight to your 1 hour, look for this this strategy, or look for this pattern rather, and then go straight to the 5-minute and enter. I really, really, really hope that you enjoy the video and you really, really understand what I tried to explain to you guys, and I hope to see you again in the channel, and cheers.